or you could just farm them, but you kind of get the idea at that point. I've got a few of these, so it's all good. And then also, you know, there's the dailies as well, which is always nice. See, like that one got two. Nice. Like two of the what's it called? And then I got another skill point. So I think only how many what's it called? Oh, it's like 450 now. Okay, so I only need 13 more skill points to max out the what's it called? Yeah, so this is this raid. Okay. Yeah, so this is the one where it's like we got to kind of like uh have the mechanics. I think I logged out, or did I get lagged out? Let's see. I probably got lagged out. Yeah. That's all good. Yeah, that's what I was kind of saying. Like that one is kind of because that's an older episode too. So I wouldn't be like surprised if they didn't fully know the mechs for it. Cause like, you know, it's just like the Manta part. I remember because I remember a few while back. I One of the leagues that I was in, it was a pretty cool league. But one of the leagues I was in, we used to run feats a lot. So that was like one of the raids that we completed. And I remember that one. It was like even like for us. I mean, it wasn't difficult, but like I say, the mechs are like the distinctive thing with it because you know it's like the first part is basically you go in there and it's like the manta stuff. So the group has to kind of like be spread out and like tag the mines that manta like plants. That part isn't too difficult. It's not difficult. It's just like just knowing what to do. And then the second part is like basically pretty much requires like communication, to be honest, because it's the what's it called? It requires yeah, it just requires communication because like basically if I remember, there's like four different corridors and like somebody has to be able to call out the like the oxygen. It's like oxygen tanks, and then you have to like cycle through the oxygen tanks to like while the other person is like swimming through the corridors. It's like a puzzle, to be honest. So that's like the first. Those are like the two parts of that raid that I remember. But there's a few mechanics in there, so that's why I kind of understand that to a certain extent. Let me go ahead and activate the equipment there. But yeah, it's definitely compared to the newer one, it's a little bit more mechanic heavy to say the least. So that definitely makes sense. I understand why most people have been running the first one. just changing my fit. But yeah, I mean, I can always reset the I can reset the raid if there's like anybody else running it. I don't mind. I've still got. I kind of stacked up on some replays from the last session, and I just never really, I didn't really use them because I kind of got to where I was looking to get to at that point. But yeah, it's still, they're chilling. It's all good. So I figured I'd just save the replays because I was like, I literally don't need to use them. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then it's all good. Vitality, stuff like that. Let's see, more life, vitality. I like this belt too. This is a pretty clean fit. How are you feeling about the helmet? The helmet's kind of cool. It's like the logistics officer helmet. I like that one. It's a classic from like the PvP days, like way back. This is like, that's like one of the OG like styles, bro. Like OG PvP styles. Mind you, they don't even make PvP content anymore, which is, all good. But yeah, bro. It's one of the classic styles. How we feeling? How we feeling about this? Is this kind of gas? I feel like this kind of gas. With humility, the yellow or the void glow white aura. That one's pretty that one's pretty clean. I feel like it kind of gives like a nice aesthetic finish. But yeah, it's not bad. Not major. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, dude, it's like long hair. That's pretty cool. I dig it. I dig that. Nice. I dig this. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if there's any it says SRE group need healer and 2 DPS, and then there's a USR spam. Actually, let's see. I'm gonna take a look at. There's a few. So yeah, there's like 5 more of those. For sure. Now, of course, is the dailies. Honestly, bro, the real thing, especially too, because in the beginning, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can farm the dailies, and it's like you'll get the loot boxes, and those are only like 12 replays a piece to reset. Where it's like the raid, it kind of depends on how you look at it, because like I'll be honest, I used to run the math. Like, I genuinely did the math. So it depends on like where you are. So like, in other words, you can run the raid and it'll get you 3 pieces of loot, right? So you get the 3 pieces of loot from each raid rotation, but it's also like 87 replays. So if you get like 1,000 replays, you basically get roughly about 11 resets from like a 1,000 pack, right? Now, in the beginning, though, I personally prefer to do the dailies, because with the dailies, it's like you get oh, this kind of looks different. Did they change the way? I think they changed the way it looked a little bit, the texture of it. Either way, it still looks pretty nice. The matte, huh? Has like a nice kind of glow. Didn't it look different just now? Look at that. I promise you it did. It didn't have like the gold, or maybe it's just the way it shines in this lobby, but either way, it still looks kind of nice though. It's like the mustard yellow, like yellow mustard. But yeah, so basically, what was I saying there? Yeah, so you can run the dailies, and basically from the dailies, you'll get, it's like 12 replays. So you could reset that like 10 times. You know what I'm saying? But you get 10 loot boxes, right? And then if you have like 1,000 replays, that's like 100 like plus maybe. Nah, it's like a little bit shy of 100 resets, right? So this is pretty good if you want to get like, I'd say like the just gear as well as some of the resources, for like maxing out the exos and stuff. Also, truth be told, you think about it, those are going for like basically $1 a piece right now, so this actually wouldn't be a bad time to resell those. You know what I mean? Because fresh episode, people are trying to get their gear and stuff up. So if you get a few extra, you know what I mean, you could just resell them, and then if anything, wait until they go for cheaper, and then just scoop them up, or just keep farming and just sell the extra ones that you get. That's a good way of going about it too. Make some extra cash. Yeah, but it's just about like seeing stuff like that, because it's not quite obvious, you know what I mean? But when you really look at it, it's like, oh, that's kind of, yeah, that's actually pretty legit. Yeah, bro, but the dude, the spindrift raid, yeah, bro, it's legit. Like, compared to the new one, it's pretty mechanic heavy for sure. Like, it's gonna be interesting because I'm already knowing that there's people that have ran it, but it's kind of funny because I just feel like it's kind of funny because I feel like it's gonna be one of those where it's there, but you're gonna just have to know how to run the raid. You know what I mean? It's all good though. I mean, there's YouTube videos and stuff too, you know what I mean, from years ago. It's kind of got like some X-Men colors going on here, kind of sort of. Like what was that, was that the X Factor? Or X-Force, I think that's what it was, if y'all remember that. Who knows about the X-Force, bro? I think specifically about like Deadpool's like different costume, his like X-Force costume. Yeah, bro. That was like when he was a part of X-Men for a little bit. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of that. Or like Cable. If y'all know about Cable, like his, like the comic version of Cable though. It kind of has like similar colors to that. Yeah, bro. I rocked with X-Men when I was a kid. I mean, I still like X-Men, but definitely like for Marvel, that was like my favorite like thing. I liked like X-Men and Spider-Man. Like that was my shit, bro. I rocked with the Avengers too. You know, I mean, I was a fan of Hulk. Iron Man kind of grew on me. Definitely Hulk though. Hulk and Iron Man probably were like my two favorites, and then probably like Thor. You know, Cap's pretty cool too. But X-Men for sure, bro. That was my shit as growing up. Like Wolverine. Speaking of Wolverine, bro, you know what I'm saying? We got the new Wolverine game coming up. That's gonna be pretty cool. And that's so that's Insomniac, like Insomniac Studios. They're making that one. So that's the same studio that made the Spider-Man games. So that should be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. And then we've also got, man, the other one that's coming out. that I've been looking at is the